Hello ladies and gents, I'm the Rev, and this is something a little different. I decided to start a streaming service, channel, whatever you want to call it, on Twitch, and it's going to be focused all on indie games. So from Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 2 o'clock PST, I will be streaming all kinds of early access independent games. What you see in the background right now, this good stuff, is 7 Days to Die, a multiplayer slash first person shooter, but, and the best thing about it, at least in my opinion, is that you don't have to play multiplayer. You can set up a whole world where it's just you. You can build bases, you can do all kinds of really cool things, and you don't have to worry about some asshole showing up with his friends and either hacking the game using cheat crap, or you getting sniped from 2 miles away, oh hey puppy, and losing all your shit, because like all the survival horrors, when you die you lose your shit. Now this is just one of the games that I'm going to be working on. I've got quite the list here, and if you hold on to the end, I will give you a full list. So the other part of this is basically a vlog. I'm going to let you guys know what's coming up in the next month or so for TheRevPlays, which is my YouTube channel. And of course, as always, you know, there's a link in the description below. There'll be a link for the streaming as well. But we're going to finish up Far Cry 3, getting ready to play Far Cry 4. If I can get my hands on permission, I'm going to play Shadows of Mordor, which comes out in a few weeks. And let's see, we're going to work on finishing an epic. Now that one probably won't get a whole lot put up, more Far Cry, things like that, just because it's a little quicker and easier to do. Now, as what we're going to be doing as we get back here to the streaming, because my channel is pretty basic, and of course I'll be putting highlights of the streams on my YouTube channel, so everybody will be able to, you know, if you missed the stream and you want to see that game, then you can of course watch the YouTube channel. Sorry. Oh man, those zombie dogs are a bitch. But this is, and what you see on the screen right now, that's only one type. We're going to be playing Starpoint Gemini 2. That is a first-person slash third-person, depending on what mode you want to fight in, massive galactic RPG. It's like if they actually did the Star Trek universe correctly when it came to flying the ships, this would definitely be. And if you check in my playlist section, you'll see I've already done a huge, like I think close to 20 some odd videos, beginners guys, because it is a somewhat complex game. It takes a lot of keyboard action to keep it going. So that's one. Okay, and I talked about 7 Days to Die, of course, and then AI War, Fleet Command. Now that one's a tricky one. That I don't know how much we'll do, just because it's a huge, really complex game. But as always, and part of the reason I'm doing this is I want as much feedback from you guys as possible. What games you guys want to see streaming? If it's in early access, I'll do my best to get on it. I'm a small YouTube channel, and the more you guys can share, help me get subscribers, and basically push the TheRevPlays out there, the more stuff I can bring to you. Because at this point, early access indie developers will work with people like me, but the big AAA won't. It has to come out of my pocket. Far Cry 4 is a couple of days before my birthday, so that'll be my birthday present this year. It'll be the only thing I get. So, alright, so next, Betrayer. Now, Betrayer is really cool because it was one of the first early access games that I covered, and it was released earlier this year. Done, right? And the same thing with the AI War Fleet Command. That's been done for a while. They just put out their 8th major update for AI, and I think it's 1.6, where they put 2 more languages in Betrayer. So that's one that we may cover. You know, just jump in, play for an hour or two, and that's what the streams are going to be. You know, I'll pick a game. Depending, if you guys don't have anything, I'll just pick something. We'll play it. We'll talk about it. anything else you guys want to know about when it comes to the early access and playing the games and such, we can do that too. Okay, then we've got Dead Effect. That is a first-person zombie horde shooter in space. That's a badass game. They've got a good portion of it already done. I think it's 6 or 7 levels, and they're working on finishing up the game, and they're going to try and release it by the end of the year. So, if anything, we'll jump in, we'll run some levels, and we'll have a blast with it, because it's a fun game to play. It really is. Okay, next is Dex. That's a 2D side scroller. That's a brand new game I haven't got my hands on yet. So one of the purposes also of the stream is to give me an idea about the game so I can build beginner's guides like I've been doing to help people out so they can get into the games and play for themselves and not sitting there going, what the hell do I do? Alright, next, The Forest. First-person survival horror. Can you see a theme? What can I say? I love my first-person survival horrors. That one is you are on a plane, you crash. Of course, it is early access. And then you basically try to survive the island. We have to worry about food, you know, like all the other ones. But you've got cannibalistic cannibals. They're coming after you. Plus, they've also put in some a new race, and they've done some other updates. So that's one that we'll be going over. It'll also help me get some of the smaller updates and talk about them when they come out, because normally I only do videos on major updates. So okay, what's next? Habitat. Habitat is it is a procedurally generated. Boy, that's a hard one. Basically, the world, the planet's destroyed. We're our last hope for the human race, and you're in orbit, and you basically take different pieces of space junk, put it together, and see about trying to survive. They've got all kinds of different space stations and nanobot clouds that come after you, things like that. And that one's not too bad. Again, and they just opened it up to the Steam Workshop so people can take and make their own space junk. So that should be pretty cool to follow and see what kind of stuff that they have, and we can play with that. Alright, the next is Path of Exile. Wow. Path of Exile is a huge, huge game and takes a lot of work. Working on your build, because unlike Diablo 3, that's very easy with what all of 8, you know, very small skill set. Path of Exile has 40 to 50 times that. They're continually adding new content, new spells, new weapons, new uniques. They just put a huge update up called the Masters, and there's 8 different Masters, and as you find them, they help you level your character. They can help you change your gear, taking some of the RNG out of RPG, so that it's a little easier for you to be able to design your character. You know, you've got a great character, but man, the armor's not quite there. You just need a couple little things. Well, instead of paying and randomizing it 1,500 times, you can just pay that 1,500 flat out. Boom, you're done. Saves you a lot of time. Things like that. I don't know. I haven't played with it on purpose too much so that we could learn together about it, like I said, on stream. So, there you go, folks. Now, every time I do a stream, when you tune in, and if you're confused and you're looking like, what kind of game is he playing? If you look down below, I'm going to make a point of putting a little link to the game so you can purchase it on Steam. And it'll be right next to my YouTube link, so you can go to and sign up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll have it next to my donation link, so if you guys want to help me out, that'd be awesome. Also, once YouTube gets around to it, I will be putting the tip jar, of course, on my channel as well. You know, and it's one of those things that small guys like me, I mean, I'm disabled, I don't have another viable form of income, so anything I can do to try and help my family is what I'm going to try and do. And it's the only way I'll be able to upgrade my computer. So, I think that's pretty much it for the monthly vlog. let you guys know what we're doing. And then each month, depending on how things are going, you know, I'll change up the games, and we'll do different things. And again, please, in the comments below, let me know what you guys want to see from Early Access. Because if I don't have it, I'll try and get my hands on it. And if I haven't played it, then we'll play it together. And also, if you look down and you see below, there will be a Twitter, my Twitter account. And on Twitter, I will put what games we'll be playing for the week, just to give everybody kind of a heads up, you know, what's going to be going. So like either on Saturday or Sunday before I start streaming, I'll put a quick little list of the games that we're going to be doing that day. Of course, barring some weird thing and I can't do it. But my health and everything else is finally stabilized, so I should be able to do this. So I think I've rambled long enough. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I'm the Rev. You're watching my channel, TheRevPlays. And I'd like to thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Help my channel out. Like I said, I can't do this without your guys' support. And as always, I'll see you next time if the gods don't get me first, or the wife.